Well, today I'm just going to read from a devotion from 2023. Uh, my last book uh, was Coming Closer from 2021. So there, I've got 2022, 23, 24, and 25 posts that are on Facebook, but they probably won't ever be in a book. So I was reading this in my memories, and I thought, this is pretty good. I think I can share it. My grandson's been wanting me to just read a devotion for quite a little while, but I didn't think so, but today I do. It says, we watched a movie uh, last week about a young boy who was suddenly orphaned, and he didn't have any place to go. So a Japanese family took him in, and the mother didn't speak English, and he couldn't speak Japanese. And it's pretty important to speak the same language if you're living with someone. So he learned a little bit of Japanese and taught her to speak English. And whenever I came to Christ, the Holy Spirit moved in. So we were living together. So I needed to learn to speak his language. And you might ask, what language is that? And I call it the language of love. And he spoke in Matthew 5:44 about loving your enemies. That was a hard lesson for me to learn. I didn't understand. But God showed me in Romans 5:8 how that he commendeth his love towards us, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. So we were sinners, we were his enemies, but his love turned us into his friends. And that's what he wants us to do with our enemies: love them, turn them into friends. And God also speaks peace. Our word for this is means an absence of war. That's our word, but God's peace is different. It goes much deeper than any love we've ever experienced. It lifts our soul above the problems and guides us through the darkest night. It's a powerful presence that leads to a heart that doesn't fear. So he says over and over in his word, fear not. But we've got to learn how to trust him so we won't fear. In Philippians 4:6-7, he tells us not to be anxious about anything, but in everything with prayer and supplication and thanksgiving to trust him. And I'm messing it up, but go read Philippians 4:6-7 for yourself. There's an invisible power, which is what the Holy Spirit is, that came to live inside me. And it unarms worry. It tells us that we belong to God. See Romans 8:16. And when we've learned to speak his language, our fears are affected. All of our actions are affected. See 1 John 3:18-19. I believe that says that perfect love casts out fear. And so he's perfecting his love in us. He's teaching us every day his perfect love, his language of love. So we got a lot to learn. And though we stutter from time to time, we manage to conquer by returning to the teacher over and over getting in His Word and letting it get in us. So take this and overlook my stuttering and have yourself a blessed day.